Action! Revolution! Now! Hold on.
Hold on 1 minute.
First and foremost, we want to wish everybody happy Valentine's Day. Yes. It's very difficult to love in this country because the country doesn't love the citizens. But we have two tracks to how we look at Nigeria. As a friend of mine told me yesterday, is to say, are we concerned about Nigeria or Nigerians? It seems that we have lost Nigeria, but we have not lost Nigerians. So that's why we keep pushing. But regarding our case, as we have always told you, the federal government has no case, and they are not interested in prosecuting any case. When we go to court today, they brought two lawyers who look very confused, as usual. Yes. The last lawyer who was rude to us, they claim they have transferred her to the Ministry of Justice, or the Ministry of Injustice. And they said because they just received the case file, they are not ready for trial again today. This is after 5 years. In a case that ought to be going on a daily basis, the trial is supposed to be going on a daily basis. So, of course, as you can imagine, there are a lot of legal fireworks in court, including me getting into the fray, reminding the judge that he threatened last time to dismiss this case. Why is this still not doing the needful? But the judge also gave his own excuses that he wants to exhaust the process. We know that if we have 100 years, we have no case.
Yes.
And we said it from the beginning, and I keep reminding everybody. In 2019, before I was arrested, that nobody can prosecute us. Yes. Nobody can prosecute the revolution. Yeah. But the good news is that the revolution they are running from is getting closer. As I've always said, when the revolution wants to happen, a lot of events will happen. But the last trigger is always hunger. The people of Nigeria are very hungry this time. Now. And as you know, an angry man, in a hungry man, an angry man. So, yes, the hungry man is the revolutionary. So Nigerians have been taken for granted, they have been battered, people have been destroyed, businesses are leaving the country once again. People cannot afford to feed anymore, even if they want. Insecurity everywhere, kidnapping in every corner, hunger, and the currency of the country. As my friend here, he has always advised that if you have dollar, keep it. If you have dollar, keep it. And based on our own prophecy too, I said the dollar will reach 1,500. It's going to 2,000. What they have been doing is they are mopping up the dollar at 1,400. They will release it during the Hajj. Because over 35,000 Nigerians go to Saudi Arabia for Hajj, and they take an average of $20,000 with them. So the dollar will go to 2,000 around that time. You can mark it. So this one is not prophecy, this is economics. It's simple supply and demand issue. We also warned in this court, when people were saying that Buhari has left to, that Emiloko will be worse than Buhari. Definitely. That is Tinubu. And it has also come to pass. Tinubu doesn't even care about anybody except himself and his criminal colleagues and board members who are running Nigeria, Nigeria PLC. They have done everything to destroy the economy. They have done everything to break an average Nigeria. And one of my greatest fears when we're under Buhari is that we wake up one day and say that Buhari is even a better person. And now we are saying now. People are saying that, some people are even asking that Buhari should come back.
I haven't said it myself.
Yes. Because the worst has, and I tell you, the worst is yet to happen.
The worst is yet to happen. The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know.
1 year.
That's not the devil you know is better than the angel.
Everybody, including those who voted for him, and those who are saying that it is our turn. what is their turn now is suffering, hunger, starvation.
They are going to suffer,
sorrow,
Nigerians.
You know, and a bloody lifestyle that is intolerable.
Yes.
So while we are called today discussing this, we might as well also be planning a showdown with the federal government.
Yes.
We'll
now.
reach out to you very soon.
Yes. We want it now.
And we have been saying, nobody is your savior.
Yeah, nobody.
It's you that will have to save yourself this time.
And it is now.
But don't be afraid. You all know that when we started this case, people come to this court, police, army, DSS will come. But now they are tired. Yes. So I just want you to know that.
Make way for the camera.
Wait. Let the talk.
Revolution now will come. The revolution that they have been running away from.
It's now.
It's now. Revolution now. Revolution now. Revolution now. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. Challenge you. Tinubu challenge you. Tinubu challenge you. Double challenge you.
Shetima challenge you.
Shetima challenge you. Shetima challenge you. Double challenge.
Challenge.
Another challenge. Challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you.
Are you going to? Yes, this is. You need to walk. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Make way. Social. Reda.
Social revolution. The only way to find
Go behind.
Social revolution. The only way to fight oppression. Social revolution.
Social revolution.
Social revolution.
Social revolution.
Social revolution. The only way to fight oppression. Social revolution. Revolution! Now! Revolution! Now! Revolution! Now! Greatest of the greatest Nigerian people. Yes! You know, we have said it, we have won Nigerians, we have won Nigerians over and over again. The Nigerians, it seems the Nigerians have taken a covenant with suffering, a covenant with oppression. Because I cannot imagine where during the last election, people had several credible options and alternatives in the country. But they said they want to swim and die with corruption. Look at the Labour Party that people were jumping all over the place. No, they give and were saying that, oh, they are the savior, they are coming to save Nigeria. Now look at the kind of worms that we have witnessed in the Labour Party. The Labour Party cannot even account for campaign funds that it received during the last election. Corruption everywhere. And this is 9 months later, 9 months after election. The Aburi looter, in the Labour Party headquarters, who has been alleged severally of corruption, has just been recently alleged by the treasurer that he stole 3.5 billion naira. Imagine campaign fund. We are talking about monies that were generated for just sale of form. We're not talking about the millions of dollars generated during the election. We're not talking about money in the naira accounts that was generated by foreign investors. Yes, we has refused to come clean. You cannot fight corruption with corruption. That's number one. He who is head of. Secondly, it is also very important that we warn Nigerians about the neocons of this world. We said they are not coming to do anything. These guys just came to have fun. They are going to suffer us. Yes. When somebody tell you that it is his turn to do what? Turn to steal. Turn to loot. Turn to kill. And a man that says he will continue from where Buhari stopped. What were you expecting? He told you. Nigerians were warned. The man said he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped. Has he not continued from where Buhari stopped? Look at dollar today. Look at dollar today. Didn't we warn about the dollar? Look at the level of corruption and corruption in Nigeria today. It's beginning to be legal. Look at when Bukola Saraki was Senate president in 2015. The budget of the National Assembly was 110 billion naira. Bukola Saraki increased it from 110 to 120. Buhari wanted to die. Today, the proposed budget of Akpabio was 160 billion. They have increased it to over 400 billion. And you are telling me that it will not affect the price of the dollar? They keep telling us to make sacrifice. When the governors share back, same day they convert it to dollars. After stealing the money, all they do is to convert the money to dollars. When the senators steal money, all they do is to convert the money to dollar. When the ministers steal money, all they do is to convert the money to dollar. And you are telling me, corruption is the reason why the naira has lost its value. Look at just yesterday, we were told that Emefiele, on the instruction of Buhari, stole $6.5 million US. Just one transaction to give observer. Which observer? Observer how? Which election? And the Buhari, the real looter is in Daura chilling. Tunde Sabiu is in Daura chilling. Malami is gallivanting all over the place chilling. See, until we arrest corruption, we can. All this wuru twerking that Cardi B is doing in CBN and this man in the Ministry of Finance, you cannot harass or arrest the dollar. You must arrest corruption. Yes. That's what about governor. You must arrest. The only way we can improve our currency is if we arrest corruption. Listen, if the governor stops stealing, if the minister stops stealing, and they will not stop. If the aides of the president stop stealing, and the people around the president stop stealing, the naira will increase value. There was a time when the naira was stronger than the pound, the British pound. Where if you travel with the naira,
to England, everybody wants to see the naira and touch the naira. Because the naira was stronger than the pound. It is corruption that has devalued the value of the naira. It's not all this
less than a toilet paper now.
Yeah. Listen. And Nigeria is heading the Zimbabwe way. Is it not strange that the West African CFA is now stronger than the naira?
Yes,
is it not strong and strange?
So strange.
And let me tell you, things are going to get worse.
worse.
Listen, under corruption, under so-called corruption, under PDP, the budgets that were, our annual budget was around 3 to 4 trillion naira. Now, corruption has increased the budget to 20-something trillion. And you and I, we know that out of the 21 trillion budget of this year, they are going to steal nothing less than 16 trillion.
Or more.
Or 17 trillion. And once they steal that money, they will change it to dollars.
And use it for the next election.
So, see, we must reduce corruption. And I told Nigerians during the last election, I said, omoleye sowore is the only person that if he was given a chance, by now, all these people would be in prison. All these people would be in prison by now.
Starting with Buhari.
Not even issue of Buhari. First, from the people that contested that last election, none of them should be working freely. The major political actors that contested that last election, none of them should be working free if there is a country.
Your uncle has gone back to Dubai.
Yes, of course. He's back to Dubai. let me shock you. Let me shock you. There's none of them that ran that election, whether Atiku, Tinubu, or Obi, that should not be in jail or in prison if we're to run a smooth country. Because let me tell you something. The only way, this country is a country of badly behaved people. All you need is one, all you need is one right man to correct the ills of the society. Singapore did it, Malaysia did it, Ghana did it. People can do it. See, once people realize that they can continue doing bad behavior and getting rewarded, the more you misbehave in Nigeria, the more reward you get. So why should anybody be enticed to do what is right? So we must get to a point where the reason why you will see many of them during election, they will not support an idealistic and a revolutionary kind like Sowore, is because they know that he's not an establishment guy. You understand? But when it is time to die, they say, "Ah no, Sowore should go and die for them." Yeah, but when it is time to waste votes, they don't feel Sowore is deserving enough for vote to be wasted on him. But when it is time to they've started saying it, say, "Oh, we have to lead the charge against their country." You people told us during the last election that we should keep quiet and sit down, that we don't know anything about politics. So why don't you go and fight Tinubu now? Fight Emiloko. Why don't you people join them and fight and bring the dollar down? So we are looking at immediate excitement in Nigeria. We told them during the last election, they thought we were being envious. They thought we were hating on them. We were saying the truth. There is nothing like this person is less corrupt. All corrupt people are corrupt. There is no less corruption. It was this issue of lesser evil that brought us to the 2015 era. Yes. Look at how Buhari has destroyed Nigeria. Buhari is working free. Tinubu is going to Buhari book launch and is hailing Buhari. And he's continuing the damaging work of Buhari. So as a nation, we must get to a point where we have to tell ourselves that enough is enough. Enough is enough. And again, I'm appealing to the hopeless people in government that they should terminate all these frivolous charges against omoleye sowore. Give him his passport, because the people that should be on trial are not on trial in the country. Yes. The Buharis of this world. They have given MPLA his passport. Yes, the Malamis of this world. The Tunde Sabis of this world are not on trial. They are all roaming the street. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! AAC! Take it back!
Take it back! AAC! Take it back! On behalf of the Board of Trustees of our Green Party, we demand an outright termination now and freedom, restoration in terms of movement to our great leader, omoleye sowore. He has a right, and we demand to instill his right to be with his family at his choice. Yes. All we are asking is good governance. All we want is democracy to reign. Yes. Not for you to untwist the arms of democracy via the courts to deny a just and free citizen his due rights. We demand outright cancellation or stoppage and restoration of his full democratically enshrined rights to be with his family. And for the government of the day to do the needful to the common man. As I'm talking to you here, I'm hungry.
We are hungry.
As I'm talking to you here, I don't know where to see my children's school fees to pay. As I'm talking to you here, I don't know if I'm in safe environment.
That's not Nigeria.
But if it is not the Nigeria you know, you the Nigerians I see, I know. We know we are good loving people.
Yes.
And we are there always for each other. And the spirits have never been away from us. The few who are in power, manipulating and misappropriating our common patrimony, are the ones causing divisions, turning away the ways of democracy. And we, no matter how small you think your voice is loud. And it is heard across all over the Atlantic and the deserts. And you are demanding for good governance and the enshrinement of true democracy in the society. And that is the stand of the ANC. ANC! Take it back! ANC! Take it back! Take it back! Action!
Revolution
now!
Revolution
now!
As we have said, we want to thank everyone for coming today. We want to also ensure your safe return to your destinations. We will be calling on you very soon, and I'm serious.
If not tomorrow, sir.
All this trial will terminate itself when the revolution comes. The police, army, judges that are not on the side of the people will all be caught up in it. I am not threatening them. It is what will happen.
Absolutely.
We said that about Buhari, that Buhari will be disgraced out of power. If you have seen his videos since he left, he looks like somebody who is also hungry. And he's very sick too, you know. But he's not our problem. Our problem is how to liberate our country, Nigeria. We'll start calling on you everywhere you might be, whatever your religion, whatever your ethnicity, your status, orientation in society, please come and join us. Come and join us. Come and join us.
Freedom is for me and you. Oh, come and join us. Come and join us. Come and join us. Freedom is for you.